Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome to my Ugly Dolls movie review. So Ugly Dolls is an animated adventure in which a free-spirited ugly dolls confront what it means to be different, struggle with the desire to be loved, and ultimately discover who you truly are is what matters the most. Now Ugly Dolls is directed by Kelly Asbury and voiced by people like Kelly Clarkson and Pitbull. And walking into this movie, I didn't expect too much. From the first trailer I watched, it didn't seem like a movie that was going to be good or even decent, but I was wrong. Ugly Dolls starts you off with a song like a lot of animated movies that have songs in them, and they tend to have these songs in them a lot. And the music in Ugly Dolls wasn't the best. It had some catchy songs here and there, but for the most part they were not the kind of songs that would get stuck in your head or even enjoyable. Ugly Dolls does have a decent story though, which is centered around Moxy, who's essentially the ugly doll who wants to be chosen by their child. In the world of Ugly Dolls, dolls are chosen by children when they step through a portal and somehow magically transported to a child, which makes no sense, but it's a movie, right? This aspect of the story isn't really fully explained and they don't really go into detail with it. Now, up until the point where they leave Uglyville and go to the world that's basically the opposite of Ugly World, this was a myth. And what I liked about this aspect of the story is how they connected it to Perfect World and the person who rules Perfect World. In this world, dolls are more closer to human proportions and learn to become perfect dolls and get to step through the portal. You know, this really does sound like an alternate world spin-off of Toy Story. Now, Moxy and friends eventually venture out through this tunnel and find the school and try to pass the test to enter the portal and get their child. And thus we have our movie. And going into this without spoiling too much, I actually like how they did the two mayors of each world and how they kind of connected them to each other. Their backstories line up, and I love how they made their relationship. They were friends at first, but eventually they become enemies. And by the end of the movie, you find out why they were friends, why they weren't friends, and why he actually betrayed the other mayor. I'm not going to tell you which one is which because that would be spoilers, but it was actually a pretty good move by the person who created the story. The pacing of the movie was also really good. It had a clear beginning, middle, and end, but unfortunately it didn't have the best humor. The humor hardly landed during this movie, and I didn't find it funny at all. Neither did the one person who was in the theater with me. I'm guessing most people are watching Avengers Endgame right now. The only people who really get character moments or character building are the imperfect doll who wears the glasses, that's considered imperfect, I guess, and Moxy and the two mayors, which were actually really good like I mentioned before. They fill these characters with characters and distinct traits, albeit lessened by the generic traits that they actually have, but they get the job done, and I think it was done in a great way. Overall, Ugly Dolls was decent. It was a decent animated movie, and if it was on like Netflix, I'd probably give it another shot, but probably wouldn't see it in the theater again. I'm giving Ugly Dolls a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching my film review of Ugly Dolls. If you want more, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. I'll have more up next week, or maybe even soon, depending on when I can get a review out. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.